The biggest lie in fitness right now, that longevity means slowing down. I'm going to say something that's going to make half of you uncomfortable and the other half finally feel seen. For a father, longevity is not a wellness trend. It is not a supplement stack. It is not a step count on your watch. Longevity is a weapon. It is your ability to be the strongest, most capable man in the room. Not just today, not just this year, but well into your 60s, when your kids are grown, when your grandchildren are watching you, when the world tests your family in ways you cannot predict. Stay with me through this, because at the end of this video, I'm handing you the complete 7-day Primal Father protocol. Everything you need, mapped out, ready to execute tonight. But first, here is the question I need you to sit with right now. Not tomorrow, right now. If your family's safety depended on you physically carrying them to safety, 3 miles tonight, would you be the hero or would you be the hurdle? Drop your capability score in the comments, 1 to 10. No ego, no excuses, just the truth between you and this screen. Because we are about to go somewhere most fitness channels are too scared to take you. Welcome back to Primal Unleashed. I'm Dr. Aris Thorne, and if you're new here, let me tell you exactly what this channel is and what it is not. This is not a place where we chase aesthetics for Instagram. This is not a place where we count calories to look good at the pool. This is a troop, a community of men who have made a choice, a primal, irreversible choice, to operate by what we call the Silverback Standard. And the creed is simple. Modern life makes us soft. Primal movement makes us unbreakable. We don't just lift weight, we reclaim our nature. That is the standard. That is the baseline. And today we are applying that standard to the most important role any man will ever carry: fatherhood. I want you to picture something. There is a man, let's call him the sedentary suburbanite. And understand, I am not judging this man, and I will be honest with you. There was a stretch in my own life where I was closer to that man than I would like to admit. Long hours, good intentions, and a body I was slowly surrendering to the default. It took one moment where I could not do what my family needed me to do to wake me up completely. So I understand this man. He drives a nice car, he has a great job, he provides financially, he coaches Little League on Saturdays. By every modern metric, he is a good father. But here's the truth no one in his life will say out loud. He is a physical liability in a crisis. His back gives out picking up his 4-year-old. He gets winded walking up 2 flights of stairs carrying luggage on a family vacation. He sits in meetings for 8 hours, then comes home and sinks into a couch, his body already signaling defeat before dinner is even on the table. And the scary part is he has accepted this. He has normalized it. Because somewhere along the way, our culture quietly told men that once you have a career and a family, the physical body becomes secondary, that it is selfish to train hard, that rest and recovery means Netflix and processed food. That is the domestication of the modern male, and it is accelerating. I am not here to shame that man. I am here to wake him up. Because the primal truth, the one written in your DNA, in every muscle fiber and nerve ending in your body, is this: a father's physical capability is not separate from his leadership. It is his leadership. The silverback gorilla does not lead his troop by being the most articulate or the most emotionally available. He leads by being undeniably capable, by being the thing that danger has to go through before it reaches his family. And while we are not gorillas, that biological signal, that primal read your children make of your physical presence, it is still firing in every household in the world. Your children feel your strength, or they feel its absence. That is the modern domestication crisis, and right now, we are building the antidote. Let me introduce you to a concept I call the functional gap. The functional gap is the distance between what you look like you can do and what you can actually do when it counts. I have trained men who can bench press 400 pounds, 400, massive, impressive, social media worthy. And I have watched those same men throw their back out picking up a car seat, destroy their knees getting off a wet floor in an emergency, gas out carrying a generator to the garage in a storm. Why? Because gym strength and primal father strength are built on two entirely different foundations. Gym strength is isolation, it's controlled, it's linear, it's ego. Primal father strength is integrated, it's awkward, it's unpredictable, it's real. And the measure I use to test a man's primal readiness is not his bench press. It's what I call the 100-pound awkward carry. Can you pick up your sleeping 12-year-old, dead weight, arms and legs everywhere, and carry him up a flight of stairs without a sound? Can you move a generator, a piece of furniture, an unconscious person, a panicked child? Can you do it after a 14-hour day when your cortisol is already maxed out? That is the Primal Father Standard. So let me give you the 3 movements that build it right now. Movement 1, the loaded carry. Not a farmer carry with perfect handles and gym chalk. I want you picking up something real, a sandbag, a bag of concrete, a loaded cooler, and walking. Uneven ground if you can find it. This builds grip, spinal stability, and the full body tension that modern gym machines have been stealing from you for decades. Movement 2, the primal squat. Not a back squat, a primal squat. Heels on the ground, chest up, full depth, and hold it. 30 seconds, a minute, 5 minutes if you can. This is the resting position of every human being on the planet who doesn't own a chair. Your hips were built for this. Reclaim it. Movement 3, the explosive get up. Lie on your back, no hands. Get up. Do it fast. Do it from any position, side, stomach, mid-roll. Practice getting from the ground to your feet explosively and effortlessly. Because the day you need to move fast and get up off that floor, you will not get a warm-up set. Here's what I want from you right now. In the comments, tell me the one daily dad task that is breaking your body. Lower back from the car seat, shoulder from the awkward carry, knees from getting down to their level on the floor. Drop it below. I will be reading every single comment and replying with a specific movement fix. Now I want to shift gears because we have talked about muscle, we have talked about movement, but here's the layer that most fitness conversations never touch, and it might be the most powerful thing I share with you today. Your nervous system is your family's emotional thermostat. Think about this. You've had it happen. You walk through your front door still carrying the residue of whatever the day put on you, the stress of the commute, the frustration from a meeting, the low-grade cortisol hum of 8 hours of mental output. And within 60 seconds, your kids feel it. Your partner feels it. The whole room shifts. You did not yell, you did not slam anything, but the signal went out. Because your children are not listening to your words first. They are reading your body, your jaw tension, your breath rate, the speed of your movements, the way you hold your shoulders. A father who is physically grounded, who controls his breath, who moves with calm, deliberate authority, that father walks into a room and the room stabilizes. A father who is carrying physical stress, poor posture, a dysregulated nervous system, that father walks in and the room escalates. This is neurophysical leadership, and it is built in the body, not in a book. So here is what I want you to implement starting tonight. I call it Silverback Breathwork, and you do it in your car, in the driveway, before you ever open that door. Before you exit the vehicle, stop. 3 slow breaths, 4 counts in through the nose, hold for 4, 6 counts out through the mouth. Do this 3 times. While you do it, reset physically. Roll your shoulders back, drop your jaw, feel your feet flat on the floor of the car. That the day leave the vehicle, it stays in the parking lot, it stays in the driveway. You step out of that car as the protector, the leader, the man your troop is waiting for. This is not soft. This is not therapy. This is technical nervous system management, and the most dangerous, most capable operators on the planet do this before every high-stakes moment. Do it for your family. I want you to travel forward in time with me. It is 2046. You're in your 60s. Your children have children of their own now. And there was a moment at a family gathering, at a vacation, at some ordinary Tuesday, where your grandchild looks up at you and makes a decision about what strength looks like, about what a man looks like, about what possible looks like. And right now, in this moment, the choices you make are writing that story. Here is where I have a problem with most fitness coaches today. It is entirely focused on the short-term aesthetic. How do I look at the reunion? How do I look at the beach this summer? And I understand the motivation, I do. Looking great feels good. But here's the brutal truth. The aesthetic goal has an expiration date. The legacy protocol does not.
There was a version of you that chases the six-pack for 2 years, burns out, and slowly declines into that sedentary suburbanite we talked about at the top. And there was a version of you that builds the iron family lifestyle, slow, deliberate, sustainable, progressive, and becomes stronger at 60 than most men are at 40. Those two men are being built right now in today's choices. So let me give you the rapid-fire checklist for building that second man. Daily mobility, 10 minutes minimum. Not a workout, not a stretch routine you found on YouTube, just 10 minutes of deliberate movement through full range of motion every single day. Hips, thoracic spine, shoulders, non-negotiable. High-protein family meals. I am not asking you to become a meal prep monk. I am asking you to make protein the anchor of every family meal. Eggs in the morning, meat at dinner. Teach your children by default that this is how the troop fuels. The digital sunset. No screens, and I mean all screens, 90 minutes before the troop sleeps. The research is overwhelming. Blue light, cortisol, fragmented sleep, and the slow erosion of your recovery and your testosterone over years. Protect the sleep of your household. It is an act of physical leadership. 1 heavy day per week. Not every session needs to be maximal, but once a week, you go heavy. You lift something that requires everything you have. You remind your body that it is built for real effort. You remind your mind of the same. This is the iron family lifestyle. Simple, consistent, compounding. And the question I want to plant in your mind, the one I want you arguing about in the comments, is this. Is it more important for a father to be lean and aesthetic or functional and dangerous? No middle ground. Pick one. Tell me why. I'll be in the comments reading every response and debating the results live in next week's video. Here is where we land. Primal Unleash is not a fitness channel. Let me be very clear about that. If you came here looking for aesthetic tips, macro splits, and supplement stacks, there are 1,000 channels for that. This is not that place. This is a troop. This is a gathering of men who have looked at the modern world, the sedentary default, the comfort addiction, the quiet physical surrender, and said, not us, not in this household, not on my watch. This is the Silverback Standard in motion. And subscribe. Modern life makes us soft. Primal movement makes us unbreakable. We don't just lift weight, we reclaim our nature. And the Primal Father is the highest expression of that standard. Not because fatherhood is the only path, but because it is the ultimate crucible. The place where your physical capability, your emotional leadership, your nervous system regulation, and your 20-year legacy all converge into one daily practice. The men in this troop are training tonight, not for themselves, for their families. And right now, I'm launching the 7-Day Primal Father Challenge. 7 days, 7 movements, 7 daily commitments that will shift the physical culture of your household in 1 week. This is the protocol I promised you at the top, and it is yours right now. Every man who drops the word protector in the comments is on my list. I'll be tracking, I'll be replying. Every single man who commits in the next 48 hours gets a personalized response from me in this thread. This is not a form submission, this is a roll call. And if you're training for your troop tonight, if you have made the decision that the Primal Father in your household will not be extinct, then drop a silverback right now. Let the troop know you're here. Let's show the world what this standard looks like when men actually commit to it. I'll see you in the comments. I'll see you in the next video. Train for your troop.